Hey everybody, Mark here, heading into Illinois just briefly. Oh, there's the big cow right there. That's just to let you know you're in Wisconsin when you come the other way. There's the welcome to Illinois sign. But today's video, got a few things I want to update you on, and I'm actually going to take you guys up to the interstate. I don't think I've ever had you guys with me when I've gotten Mercy up on the interstate, so we're going to go do that, kind of give you guys a feeling and sensation of what it's like on the Vulcan 1700 Voyager doing 70 miles an hour. Oh, big bump there. And there. And another one right here. That one's not too bad. Anyway, first off though, I do want to apologize for the audio quality on my rustic roads that I have been putting up. It wasn't until after I got home I've actually made another recording and stuff like that, but I started doing some editing and realized the sound quality had a lot of crackling and hissing noises and stuff like that, and I was like, I don't understand what was going on. I went and I looked at my microphone, you know, and the head of it was fine, but where the plug is going into the tentacle unit, well, lo and behold, one of the cats had been chewing on that plug cord, so it had broken a few wires and stuff like that, so that's why you're getting a lot of hiss noise. I have since now replaced it. Another moto vlog that I ended up recording was even worse than my rustic road videos, so I ended up just deleting that, and now I'm having to reshoot it. But here is I-90, and we are going to head north from the South Beloit on-ramp. Now, I have been witnessing and seeing a lot recently on how people are getting onto the interstates, and they're like, you know, they're on the on-ramp and they think that the people on the interstate should just move over and let them in. No, it is not the interstate's responsibility to move over. It is your responsibility coming down that on-ramp to get up to speed and move over safely. It is not the interstate's traffic's responsibility to move over and let you in. Alright, I had a lady, I was on the interstate, I was on Mercy. She came down an on-ramp and she was basically right next to me, and she just started moving over. She didn't look or nothing. I ended up having to honk at her. She stopped to pull ahead a little bit further and then continued merging over, but you know, I at least got her attention. I'm just glad that she didn't do it really quick, you know. She was kind of slow at her merge, so yeah, I just wanted to remind people that it is your responsibility coming on the on-ramp to get up to speed and move on to the interstate. But it's a nice, comfortable ride. There's not a lot of vibration or anything that I'm feeling. I mean, there's some, but not bad. You know, it tracks very well at high speed. It is a A hot and humid day today. We had a brief rain shower this morning, so our humidity is literally at like 99%. And we're going to get up to 90 degrees today, so it is hot and humid. But, you know, when it comes to a liquid cooled engine, temperature's not really that big of a thing. You know, not like an air cooled bike. You know, right now my temperature gauge is a little over half. So yeah, that's really good. I'm not sure exactly how far up I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to get up just on the show pier and turn around, or if I'm going to go all the way up to 11 or maybe even 14 or something like that. You know, get off on the south side of Janesville, get on the north side of Janesville. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But I got a couple other life updates for you guys. First of all, I will tell you that the shifter is working very well. It took me a little while to get used to it because I already had built up muscle memory on having to pick up my foot to downshift. But after about 2 weeks of riding, I'm now used to just picking up my foot and shifting. Okay, you know, I should say my toe. So yeah, it's just a little pick up and shift, pick up and shift. That's all it is. It's not pick up the whole foot and shift. Some other bike updates is on Angel. I have not made any progress in her repairs. I have all the parts. I have both fenders, front and rear. See, now here's this freaking truck. He could have just merged in behind me, but no, he had to do that stupid shit. Okay, anyway. Sorry. He just slid over into another lane and cut off a person and forced them onto the shoulder by the K-rail. Oh my God. Oh, he's going to cause an accident. If he hasn't already once in his life. Oh, anyway. I now have the front and rear fenders for Angel. The biggest problem I'm having right now is just finding the time to work on her. Between my full-time job and then I usually have stuff planned for my days off. You know, I got friends and family that come over and, you know, just household chores and yard work and stuff like that. I just have a very hard time finding the time to work on her. You know, all I gotta do is sand down the pieces a little bit and paint it, and yeah, I'm just having a hard time getting it done. Something else that's going on, more private and life-centered, is that my wife is going in for a surgery. It's a pretty routine surgery for the most part for women, but it's a pretty evasive procedure, and she's going to be laid up probably for 4 to 6 weeks. So she's filed for family leave through the UW hospital, and that will happen at the end of this month. And then I wanted to be home for the first couple of weeks, you know, just to kind of give her a hand around the house, you know, work on the household chores, do some cooking, some cleaning, laundry, dishes, you know, do all that stuff so she can kind of lay down and take it easy. So I have filed for FMLA through my employer. And of course I got to do it through this third-party company health system thing that we have. yeah, I filed everything. Everything is set. I've talked to my supervisor and my manager. They have given me the okay. The weird thing is after I get back is when all the medical papers for my wife's procedure is due to the medical company, and then the medical company decides on whether the leave is going to be approved or not. I should already be back by the time they approve or disapprove of my leave of absence. Really? It's like, why can't I just give you the information that my wife is having this procedure done, and you just double check with the doctor and say yes, they're going to have it done, and that should be it. But no, it doesn't work that way. Oh, I tell you, the world has gotten so bizarre when it comes to all this stuff. I will also give you some updates on what's been happening with my channel recently. And I had put up that video on whether or not people need to learn how to do slow speed maneuvers. And I think a couple of people took that in a way that I didn't quite want it to come out. It's not that bikers should not learn how to do slow speed maneuvers, it's just those extreme slow speed maneuvers. You know, I don't really see an issue with having to just do parking lot practice, okay? You don't have to sign up for the classes and stuff like that. And the main reason for that is because people think that they know how to ride. Maybe they're even new riders that want to better themselves, and that's great, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I encourage it. But then they go to these classes and they spend, what, a week or so doing these maneuvering classes, and they fail at it. And then they're, you know, a little bit disheartened. So maybe they'll spend another few $100s and retake the class, and they fail again. All right, now they're really disheartened. And I'm always thinking that, you know, they'll be sitting there telling themselves that apparently they're not able to ride well enough, so maybe they'll lose interest in it. And that's my biggest fear. You know, why do you want to do that to people, to where they might lose the interest of riding just because they can't handle the bike in the way that this instructor wants them to? That to me is more of the issue than a person not learning how to do it. As far as I'm concerned, learn your slow speed maneuvers on your own. Go to the parking lots and practice. You might not be as good as those police rodeo riders, and that's fine. Just get it to where you're comfortable handling your bike. The other thing that just recently went up is my test and temptation video, which, by the way, has done much better with view counts and clicks than any of my other recent videos. So maybe there is some truth to that. I mean, for me, that video has only been up for less than a week now, only a few days, and it's already surpassed videos that I've had up for a couple of months. So take from that what you will. I did have one guy give me a comment that it was a very insightful outtake on scriptural belief. But my dad even called me up a couple of days after the video went live, and he's like, man, he's like, Mark, get off your damn preacher box. So my dad was actually a little upset that I spent a little bit extra time talking about religion and my beliefs, but I'm not going to apologize for it either. In fact, I might end up having to do it again at some point. You know, if I find myself just in the need of having to say something, then I'll do it. Alright, so I ended up coming all the way up to 14. So this is towards the north side of Janesville. And I'm going to just come up here, circle back around, and head back going south on I-90. So there you go. That's the Vulcan Voyager doing 70 miles an hour on the interstate. And that's all my life updates as far as, you know, things that could be going on with my wife and my life and my work, stuff that's been happening with the channel, and stuff that's been happening with the bikes. Oh, one more thing, speaking of bikes, I will soon be putting out the last video of the 750 bike build, and it's not completed yet. Basically, it's when I made those videos, I ran out of money to continue working on it. You know, there are things that I wanted to get and do, and I just couldn't. So I ended up stopping the work on it. But now that I'm working and basically have money, I again don't have the time. Same thing with Angel, just don't have the time. I want to say that it will get done eventually, I just don't know when. So I'm just gonna have faith that's gonna happen sooner or later, but I just don't know. Alright, well, this is Mark getting back up on the interstate again. 6th year, doing 70 miles an hour. Thanks for watching, guys. Always believe heart, soul, mind, and body in yourself. Bye, guys.